All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2020 Angelwood Gala. My name is Jason Alpert. I will be your host and auctioneer here this evening. We are coming to you from the Sight and Sound Studios right here in Jacksonville from a socially distant virtual perspective. We've got some Angelwood staff here with us this evening. We've also got the Sight and Sound staff who's going to make everything sound and look great as we come into your homes and support the great cause that is Angelwood. I want to make sure everyone knows that we'll be with you for a little bit less than an hour here this evening. The most important thing to me is to make sure that everyone is registered for our event. To do so, in order to bid on the auction items, to donate during our Bid from the Heart, to be registered for some great prizes just by registering, you use this link right here, angelwood2020.givesmart.com. If you haven't registered yet, you still have plenty of time to do so. Please do so, and we will make sure that you are eligible for some of those great prizes. The silent auction will close at 6:55 tonight, exactly 6:55. So follow the time on your phone, and we will make sure that we count you down to the end of that auction. Understand that if you're watching on a smart TV or watching on your computer, this is your bidder paddle. Just as if you were at your event, this is your bidder paddle, and the screen in front of you is where you watch the program. So it's a two-device process. We want you to bid here like a bidder paddle and watch the program on your screens in front of you. We also want to make sure that everyone knows that at the end of the program, if you are registered as well, we'll be following up with a text message that will get you to your virtual swag bag, which will have some great freebies and coupons just for being registered for our events. We appreciate you registering, as I mentioned. We'll also make sure that you know that you need to be registered to buy into our opportunity drawing. Our raffle comes to us courtesy of Underwood Jewelers. It is a $2,500 pair of earrings. They are gorgeous. They are turquoise. They are mother of pearl. They are 18-karat gold. Those tickets can be bought right through your phone, like everything else, through that GiveSmart URL right below me. But we will be drawing that tomorrow. So you'll have plenty of time to buy those opportunities throughout the program, throughout the evening. We will draw it at 6 o'clock tomorrow. Now, there are a set of 3 couples who are the chairs of this event. We're going to see them throughout the program this evening. We want to make sure that you know the leaders of this program, the ones who said, listen, our theme, soaring possibilities and silver lining. We know the soaring possibilities of this gala and of this organization. The possibilities are endless. But the silver lining of the pandemic that we are experiencing right now is that we can come to you this way. We have found a way to still come into your home, to still support the great cause that is Angelwood. We're going to tell you about the organization throughout the program, and much of that is going to come from our chairs, beginning with Natalie and Mike Rolowitz.
Hi, this is Natalie and Mike Rolowitz. We are so honored to be part of the Angelwood 2020 Gala. We are 2 of the co-chairs, and we hope you enjoy being part of our gala this evening.
So you're probably wondering, how can we help this year? We're not at the ballroom. It's a unique event. Well, one of the unique sponsorships we came up with this year was one where we went out, Natalie and myself actually sponsored one of these, went out to local restaurants, merchants, experiences that have supported Angelwood in the past with in-kind donations, and we bought gift cards. Bundled them in the silent auction. So how can you help? Bid those up. Support these local merchants. Go see them. Go help them, because they've been hit very, very hard, and their support over the years has been invaluable to Angelwood, as you may know. Another way, our sponsors have been scrolling throughout the evening. If you caught any of the pre-show, you saw some of their names. Support those businesses. Figure out a way. Hey, I need this item. Let me start there. It would be hugely, hugely helpful to Angelwood continuing on our mission of enhancing the lives of those living with disabilities in our community and helping those in our homes.
All right, thanks so much. I will tell you, I'll remind you again, the silent auction that we talked about, that's going to close at 6:55. This bell you're going to hear right now, right, that's going to be a huge determiner of so many things for our event tonight. Not only helping us celebrate, but also telling us when the silent auction is closed, when our live auction items are all closing. And as a reminder, those live auction items, they're also called premium items on your phone. Those are going to be available to you currently, as well as we'll let you know when they close individually right after the silent auction. So we will get through all those. We've got some great sponsors of this event. We'll begin with our platinum sponsors. Our platinum sponsors are Arlington Toyota. You see them listed there. It's Wabi Financial Group. It's Grambling Enterprises, and it's the Krug Tuttle family. All 4 of those groups, such huge supporters that are Platinum Angels for this evening's Angelwood Gala. And we will thank the rest of our sponsors as we go on throughout the program. Now, we talked about the door prizes that we're giving you all. All you have to do to be registered for these is to be registered for our event at angelwood2020.givesmart.com. We're going to have 3 opportunities to draw throughout the evening. This first one is for a Jersey Mike's gift card. And we're going to have our staff over here just shout out a random name that they've selected using our random name generator. Who's our first winner? Patricia Weiner is our first winner. So Patricia, you won for doing absolutely nothing tonight. All you did was register, so congratulations to you. We'll have a few more coming up later on. Now, Angelwood was founded almost 30 years ago. For almost 30 years, they've been making a difference in the lives of so many in this community. Throughout this program, as I mentioned, we're going to learn about the organizations. We're going to tell you about all the tremendous highs that they've had, not only over the past year, but over the past 27 years. And currently leading the way with the organization is their CEO. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Diane Tuttle.
It is such a joy to have you here with us this evening. During the next hour, you will have an opportunity to see several videos which we believe will give you a feel for what Angelwood does. Yet for just a moment, I would like to share two thoughts with you. The first is why we work in this field. As Jason was saying, over 25 years ago, a single mom had two daughters living with developmental disabilities that required a lot of support. She couldn't provide all that they needed to, in her words, reach their highest and best potential. Believing they deserved a chance to do that, she decided to create Angelwood, where they would be able to grow and thrive. Since then, that has been our driving force. We believe that people we serve may have developmental differences, but they can learn, and it is our job to help them meet their goals that are important to them. We celebrate those successes in many ways, and some of those you will see tonight. Secondly, as much as our work is important, how we do it is just as important. Whether it is how we work with the individuals needing our services directly, their families, our employees, or the community we live in, our core values of honesty, accountability, respect, community building, constantly learning, and sustainability are at the heart of Angelwood. Thank you again for being a part of our family and helping us strive to meet our mission of providing unparalleled services to children, adults, and families living with disabilities. As we continue with this evening, I am particularly pleased to introduce you to our Corporate Partner of the Year. This year, our recipient is not only a respected person in our community, but has truly been a champion for Angelwood for over 20 years. Her work has made an impact beyond measure, and it is truly an honor for me, both professionally and personally, to have been able to work with her. Let's watch.
Every nonprofit needs a champion, someone who believes in the mission and wants to help make a positive difference in the community. Robin Wabi is a leader in our community with a philanthropic heart.
It's important for me to give back to this community because I live in this community, I work in this community, I've raised my family in this community, and I think at the end of the day, it comes down to how you help others.
For the last 20 years, Angelwood has been fortunate to have Robin Wabi as a champion for children, adults, and families living with disabilities that we serve.
I personally choose Angelwood for two reasons. One, they provide homes. And in essence, you're providing an extended family, and I don't think there's anything more important than that. But secondly, and I don't know of any other organization that does this locally, is they provide care for children and adults throughout their lifespan. So we've had children be with us for the last 20 years. We've watched them grow up. And why would you want to have to leave due to your age? You know, if you don't want to leave, why would you want to leave? And that's very important to me, that they can stay with us through their entire life. I also choose Angelwood because I know that this is intensely hard work. And I know this because I've watched my father take care of my quadriplegic brother for the last 20 years. And he does it with so much loving care that he has this way of making it look really easy. So when I met Angelwood all those years ago, I noticed the same type of loving care and that they make it look so easy. And I know it's not easy. I know it's intensely hard work behind the scenes. And I picked up on that right away, and I love that about Angelwood.
As a business owner and community leader, she has infused her passion into her work.
Wabi Financial Group supports Angelwood in so many ways. I think that we're all in at this point, but I know it started about 20 years ago when I heard that Angelwood needed a stovetop. And that just made an impression on me at that time, that I was able to help them with such a small gift. And then the help ranges from, I think a few months ago, we went to Tallahassee, and there was a bill that popped up, and we thought that we could provide some much needed insight into that bill. So that was kind of exciting to do that. So we've helped in all kinds of ways. I don't think that there's anything we wouldn't do for Angelwood at this point. Wabi Financial Group even helps Angelwood in our daily planning with clients. They will ask us ways that they can help in the community, and they will ask us about organizations that we know and we love and we support. So of course, one of the first ones on the list is Angelwood, and any chance we can get, we love to share the Angelwood story with them. Ultimately, I encourage our younger advisors by instilling in them a strong belief system in helping others in the communities that we work.
Wabi Financial has taught me to give first. Seeing Robin and how she works with the community is truly inspiring. I see her work, a full day and then go home and read the bylaws to prep for a board meeting. The next day, seeing her after that board meeting, you can see the energy in the room. It's truly inspiring.
While best known for being a chair in our fundraising efforts, her dedication goes beyond that. For 20 years, she has been serving in many areas, advocating in Tallahassee, volunteering at workdays, and offering her leadership abilities as board president while our country is living through a global pandemic.
I think the future is a little scary for all of us, but I think even for families with these special children, it's even more scary. And I think that Angelwood it doesn't have all the answers, but is a part of that solution. I see it as a big tapestry that works in our community of how we all can work together. And even though it is a scary time, I think that we all have to stick together, and it says a lot about our community of how we take care of the ones that need it the most.
Service, leadership, philanthropy, and advocacy are the foundations of a nonprofit champion. Robin not only exemplifies all those pillars in her actions with Angelwood, she lives them out with a warm heart and strong character. Angelwood is blessed to have Robin Wabi as an integral part of the Angelwood family. Please join us in congratulating Robin Wabi on 20 years of service and recognizing Wabi Financial Group as the 2020 Corporate Partner of the Year.
To present the Corporate Partner of the Year award to Robin Wabi is her husband and gala co-chair, Dan. They are joined by Robin's family, their daughter, Olive, her mother, Mo, her father, Daryl, and her brother, Chris.
Honey, there are many things your family loves about you, more than time will allow me to share with you and others this evening. That said, we are here to recognize your unwavering commitment to help families living with disabilities through your dedication to Angelwood these past 20 years. You are an inspiration to all of us. You have provided us with a wonderful example of someone who has made a commitment and believe in such a worthy cause. Your leadership qualities, your spiritual commitment, your generosity, your heart is something that we are all proud of. Thank you. As I said, these are just a few words to describe how much we love you and are proud of all the work that you have done to improve other people's lives. Congratulations. And our daughter would like to say a few words.
Mom, you've always been a great example to me, and I would just like to congratulate you on this award and being the best mom ever.
Man, what an awesome award. Congratulations to Robin Wabi. One more time, how about a round of applause for Robin? And I will tell you, Dan's comments certainly touching and fitting, but for Olive to get up there and say what she said and just let her know that not only as a inspiration for her as a mom, Robin, you certainly are something special to this organization and to so many others. So congratulations and thank you for 20 years of working with Angelwood. Now, I will tell you that we talked about the different groups of chairs. The Wobbies we talked about, the Rolowicks we talked about. We're about to hear from the third set of chairs. But I will tell you that they had a team working under them and with them, and that is our gala committee. And that committee is strong and powerful. So thank you to Ashley and Rachel, and we give a round of applause for these groups. Gray and Suzanne and Daryl and Barbara, thank you. Stacy, Jerry, Chantel, Sheila, Dee, Diane, John, Kim, and David. Thank you so much for serving on our committee and helping make sure that our virtual gala is a successful one this year. So thank you so much for that. I will also tell you that we're about to announce another opportunity drawing prize for someone who has just registered for our event tonight. I will also remind you that the silent auction closes at 6:55, so you've got about 10 minutes left. We can't remind you enough. No one can say that you weren't sure when the silent auction was going to close, because I've told you again, it's 6:55, so please continue to bid in that silent auction. Get those bids in. 10 minutes to go. So our second door prize is a Wawa gift card, and that's going to go to Alan Skipper. Congratulations. You have won our second prize of the evening. We've got one more coming at the end of our program, so make sure you stick around for that. Now, our next presentation is a presentation called our Silver Linings Award. Our Silver Linings presentation is one that certainly, as we mentioned, the Soaring Possibilities Gala, as this is so often known, but also the Silver Linings Gala as it is tonight, because we have found the silver lining of this pandemic. And we're going to take a few moments now to show you how Angelwood has been able to adapt and how we've made sure that we continue to thrive in this current climate. Take a look.
2020 will go down in history as the year the coronavirus devastated so many people. We have learned new terms such as social distancing, taken temperatures, donned masks, and washed hands countless times. Yet for Angelwood, the impact didn't stop there. Someone living with an intellectual and developmental disability is more susceptible to this virus. This meant we needed to take action. In early March, Angelwood temporarily closed the doors of our Career Development and Education Center building. This was a difficult decision because many of the community participants would not have program support at home. Shortly after that, we limited community outings for group home residents. And in early May, it broke our hearts to tell parents and children the Angelwood Summer Day Camp was canceled this year. Yet the most difficult decision was telling families that visits to the group homes must stop until further notice. Through the struggles, there were moments of creativity, tenacity, and dedication that taught us things along the way. We'd like to share some of these silver linings. Last year, a friend donated funds to purchase 10 iPads. The purpose of the gift was to help those who do not use words to communicate have an alternative way to let their needs and wants known. When our group home residents became sequestered, we knew they still needed to be able to see their family members. Within days, our staff quickly found an additional use for the iPads. They are now the lifeline connecting residents to their families and to one another. Friends have taken turns ordering takeout meals for group home residents and staff. No-touch deliveries are at least a consolation when dining out is impossible. Local grocery and hardware stores helped us find some of the short supply items. Angelwood employees from all departments pitched in by delivering supplies, groceries, and program materials to group homes. Group home peer gatherings, board, committee, and staff meetings moved to Zoom. Technology became more important for staying connected. Our direct service professional staff have responded with the utmost dedication, creativity, and unwavering commitment to those we serve and their families. Some of the creative endeavors included an at-home fashion show, fun craft projects, game nights, Wii challenges, and the highlight for all, the cooking contest, where each home prepares a meal, then pictures of the process and final products are posted on Facebook for the vote. The Angelwood residents have literally been at home for over 4 months. They are unable to see their families, go to the store, or enjoy the many community activities they've come to count on. They do ask questions about when they can go back to work, or to the store, or to see mom and dad. When we tell them not yet, they accept those answers with a look of sadness, then move on to another activity. Their spirit and ability to live in the moment have made them our heroes, spurring us on to work harder and give more. They are truly capable of inspiring others to live and appreciate each day as the blessing it is. The pandemic is far from over, and we must continue on the path of safety. Though there are many unknowns, we are sure of 2 things: our dedication to continue to provide unparalleled service, helping the people we serve to continue to thrive while remaining as safe as possible remains constant. And we need help to accomplish that goal. We can't do this alone. Thank you for lifting us up and holding on to us as we navigate this time and being a part of the Angelwood family.
So tonight you've been able to see a little bit of what Angelwood does. Our entire family's been involved with this group for many, many years because we love what they do for our community and we know they need our help.
That's right, Kelly, but we can't do it alone. In order for Angelwood to continue to do the great work that it does, we're going to need help from people like you. And right now you have the ability to make a direct impact on those lives of people living with disabilities. And not only them, but also their friends, the families, and the caregivers that take care of them every day. So as we move into the fundraising portion of the program, which is my favorite portion of the program, of course, we would ask you to give. We want you to bid, and we want you to bid often. Jason, back to you.
All right, Scott and Kelly, thank you so much. And Scott, I will tell you that you forgot bid high. It's bid often, and bid high. That's very important, right? Now, folks, if you look down at your phones or wherever you're bidding from, you have got about 3 minutes left in this silent auction. When you hear that bell, the bell will sound like this. That will tell us that it is officially closed, so please watch your phones. I will tell you that we've got a few items that we do want to draw your attention to and make sure you know about those items. The first one is our Salty Dog Beach Cruisers. These come to you from Bike and Beach in Neptune. That is item number 170, so you want to check those out. We also have our Firehouse subs for a year. I will tell you, a year of Firehouse subs is not 52. It's not 1 a week. It's 52 plus 1 for good luck. So you get 53 of those. That's item 206. And then our Smart Home Thermostat. That one comes to us courtesy of AC Masters Cooling and Heating. I will also tell you that that comes with installation as well. So please check out those items as well as the rest of our silent auction items here this evening. The silent auction, as I mentioned, 3 minutes was about 30 seconds ago, so you still got a little bit of time, but please get those phones out in front of you. Get those bids in. Now is the time. As we get ready to close this silent auction, I will tell you that there are some more great sponsors that we want to make sure that we acknowledge and thank you. So we have our golden sponsors. That is our next tier of sponsors that we want to reference. John and Pat Rutherford, thank you. Publix Charities, thank you so much. Scott and Kelly Gramling, thank you for supporting this event. How about Rogers Towers Attorneys at Law? Trees Inc. has always been a big supporter of our organization. We also want to thank the shops at Ponte Vedra, Florida Blue, and Realco. How about a round of applause for all of our golden sponsors, please? And then our next level of sponsors are silver sponsors. Thank you to Bill Wilson Inspections, Stephanie Coonan, AC Masters Cooling and Heating, the Wagner family, and Miller Electric Company. And as we give a round of applause for that group, let's thank all the sponsors who helped put on this event tonight. So big round of applause for all of them. Folks, I will tell you, we can't do it without the sponsors. It is really the driving force underneath this event, followed closely behind by our silent auction bidders, our live auction bidders, and those givers in the Bid from the Heart, which is coming up in just a few moments. Now, I will tell you that I'm waiting, just like you all, to hear that bell. When that bell rings, and when you see it on your phone, that means that the silent auction is closed. So the beauty of modern technology will tell you that the words that are coming out of my mouth are reaching people at their homes in a little bit different time. Some people may hear them a few seconds later. Some may hear them 5 or 7 or 10 seconds later. So that's why we're using the bell. We're using the counter on the phone. When that bell goes off, when that bell gets rung, we will know the silent auction is closed. Let's go ahead and put up a scroll of some of the silent auction items now. So if you're not looking on your phone, you can make sure you look there now. The TPC Sawgrass package is at $280. The Blue Sky Golf Foursome, that's at $160. The Ponte Vedra Inn and Club Golf Foursome, that is in there. That was at $415. And as you go on and on, I won't read all of them, but I will tell you, we will continue to bid on these items until we hear that bell ring. So many of you have had many days to bid in this silent auction. We're coming down to the final few seconds. You see the few items on the screen there that say live. Those are going to be the ones that stay open for a few more minutes, and we will count you down to the exact closing of each one of those individually. So the silent auction is closing in moments. The Bonefish Dinner is a great one. It's for 8 people. It includes food and drinks while you're... Oh, there it is. All right. So that means that the silent auction is now closed. If you won an item, you can certainly check on your GiveSmart device and find out if you won that item. You will also get a full recap at the end of the program so you know what you bid on, what you donated, what you bought as far as our raffles are concerned. So now that the silent auction items are closed, we will move into the live auction portion of our program. Now, it's very different than when we're able to be together in an in-person event. At an in-person event, we get into the live auction. When you want to bid, you raise your bidder paddle up in the air, but you can't do that here tonight. So as I mentioned, everything is going to be done on your phone. When you want to bid on a live auction item, you just hit that bid button, and it will bid for you. To get to the live auction items, please be sure you go to the Items tab, and once you've gone to the Items tab, you go to the drop-down menu, and you can go to the Premium items is what those are called, and they will pull those up on your screen for you. There are 3 live auction items, and we encourage you to get those thumbs ready, get ready to bid on those items. So I will tell you that the first live auction item comes to us courtesy of our friends at the Atlantic Beach Police Department. And what they have done, and you may have seen this at other events around town, is oftentimes it's a ride-along. You go and you sit in the police car, and you get to ride along with them as they go answering citizens' calls for service, conducting traffic stops, and investigating crimes. But what I will tell you is that ABPD, what they decided to do is to show you how they serve and protect from land, by sea, and by sand. You're going to get a chance to do this not only in their police cruiser, not only are you going to get to do it in their marine unit, patrolling the waters with them, but you'll also be along the beaches in their ATVs. So you're going to get a full 6 to 8 hour experience on with the ABPD deputies. Now, it's not for me to tell you about it. We want you to get a quick little sneak peek of the officers standing in front of some of their vehicles to tell you what this experience is going to be like. Guys?
The Atlantic Beach Police Department is excited to welcome the winner of this premium ride-along with our officers by land, sea, and the beachfront. We can't wait to meet you.
I mean, I will tell you, it's usually not a good idea when a police officer says, we can't wait to meet you, right? But in this scenario, we're okay with it, right? Because ultimately, they want to meet you. They want to see you. They want you to be part of the experience. This is the Serve and Protect package. It is in the ATV. It is in the marine unit. It is also in the patrol car. This is the Atlantic Beach Police Department. This package comes with a commemorative ABPD challenge coin and a photo with each officer in the patrol vehicle that they rode with you that day. The current bid is just at $300. We need to make sure that we get another bid now and see how the increments work there. So we're going to see, is anybody, Tracy Wolford is currently our top bidder at $300. I'm going to ask Sarah real quick, is the bid increment 50 on this, 25 on this? I see it there. Kevin just scrolled down for me there, so it's 50 on this. So the next bid we need on this one is $50. We need a $350 bid to keep this one going. The way it's going to close, understand, is I'm going to call out a 30-second warning. When I do call out that 30-second warning, there's going to be a timer set, and we are going to hear the bell, and it will close this silent auction. Understand, it is not an exact 30 seconds. Please don't wait to the last second based on what your clock says. It's going to be about 30 seconds. So we had that $300 bid. We're going to go ahead and put the 30-second counter on right now. Tracy Wolford is still our current top bidder with $300. I need a $350 bidder to keep us going. Who's going to get in at $350? What we have here, the setup here, is I've got a screen here that shows me what you all are seeing at home. I've got a screen in front of me here that shows me who our bidders are. So right now, Tracy Wolford is our top bidder. I'm waiting to see, as that gets refreshed and as that gets shown to me, is there someone who's going to come in and for just $350? Understand that this doesn't expire for a full year. So for those of you who may be a little bit concerned about going out right now, no problem. You want to wait till next spring or next summer to take this, you certainly can expand. Okay, so Sheila Stroud came in one time, and then Tracy Wolford came back again. So we've got a $400 bid on this one now. Tracy was in at $300. Sheila came back at $350. Tracy in at $400. We're going to see one more time and see if anybody else wants back. Let's refresh that screen one more time. Is Sheila coming back one more time at $450, or are we going to close it out? Who's going to get in one time? Anybody want in? Sheila, you got to get in quick. We don't know exactly when it's going to close. So we're going to see anybody in one time. It's the Atlantic Beach Police Department ride-along package, air, sea, ATV. You're on the sand, the water, and the roads. Anybody else? All right, we're at 400. As soon as we hear that bell, all right, the bell has closed. So before we applaud, I want to refresh one more time, Kevin, if you can do that for me. I want to make sure that we have all the final bids that came in. Is that it at 400, the item history there? There it is. How about a round of applause for Tracy Wolford, our winner at $400. Congratulations. We will move on to our next live auction package. This one comes to us from our friends at the Clearwater Marine Aquarium in Clearwater on the West Coast, as you might imagine. This is item 102. And let me explain what they've set up for you to do. This is not only get 4 passes to go to Clearwater Marine Aquarium, but this is get a behind-the-scenes tour with Daniel Strzemka. Daniel is one of the certified prosthetists who is responsible for designing and creating the tail for Winter. Now, who is Winter? If you don't know, you may have been under a rock for the past 5 years. But Winter, understand, is the dolphin who was rescued at just 2 months old. Her tail was tangled in crab trap rope. They had to amputate her tail, and she now lives, as you can see, in this picture right here with a prosthetic tail. That tail was created not only by Daniel, but by other doctors, and they created a movie. I'm going to step down here and pull this out for you. And this movie is called Dolphin Tale. And in Dolphin Tale, and subsequently Dolphin Tale 2, they tell the story of Winter. Morgan Freeman plays a doctor in that movie who helps design the tail. That character is a combination of lots of doctors and lots of prosthetists in Florida. One is Daniel Strzemka, who is going to be giving you that tour while you're at CMA. But another gentleman who is part of that is Jeff Henman, who right here in Jacksonville, he's located here, and he is going to meet you while you are here in Jacksonville. Again, this is a 2-part package, one in Clearwater, the other one here. And while you are here with Jeff, he's not only going to give you the history and the background, but you're going to get to see and feel and touch one of Winter's tails. The prosthetic tail that Winter has worn in the past, you're going to get to feel it. So I'll say it one more time. This is not only the meet and greet at Clearwater Marine Aquarium, admission for 4, but this is your opportunity to see the new $80 million dolphin complex that they have built there at CMA. This is not a show dolphin exhibit. This is a marine aquarium. This is a marine hospital. This is where Winter now lives. So I will tell you one more time. It's the meet and greet with Jeff Henman here in Jacksonville, and you're going to get to see and feel and touch the tail. You're going to meet and greet with Daniel Strzemka in Clearwater. Both of them helped design the tail that Winter wears. You're going to hear the stories, and I have a feeling you'll get up pretty close to see Winter yourself. So, Robin Wabi kicked off our bidding at $200. Casey Mabry came back at $250. Bill Bosco is now in at $300. We need a $350 bid to keep this going. So what we're going to do, as I mentioned, I'm going to see if we can put a countdown timer on this. Not yet, right? Because we're going to see if we can get some more bids on this one. This also comes with a signed movie poster. We got another bid now, Susan Zimwaddle. I'm going to do as best I can on these names here. She's in at $350. We can get an applause there, right? Because the bids are starting to come in, right? So Robin and Casey and Bill and Susan, you're all bidders on this auction item. The autographed movie poster comes with this one. Casey Mabry's back in at $400. I now need somebody at $450. Susan and Bill, are you coming back? I need a $450 bidder. The autographed movie poster. The DVD comes with it. The admission to Clearwater Marine Aquarium. I'm going to refresh one more time and see if we get another bid. I can tell you before we put the counter on this one, it's really funny because while I have a screen in front of me here, I've also got Sarah just behind the screen. And Sarah, even before I see it on my screen, because hers is about 2 seconds quicker than mine, she's giving me one of these. Another bid is in. So Robin Wabi is in at $450. I need a $500 bidder on this one. Can we get somebody at $500? Yes, we got it. Listen, I love it. Robin is now bidding against herself. She's my new favorite bidder. Robin, thank you for that. Robin's in at $500. I need somebody at $550. Understand this is for 4 people. So right now, I'll do the math for you. She's at $125 a person for this experience. I need a $550 bidder. Is there anybody at $550 out there? there before we close this one out. So don't refresh right now. Hold on one second, because Casey was a previous bidder, Bill was in, Susan was in, and then Casey came back, and now Robin has outbid all those folks on her own. So now let's refresh one more time. We started at $200. We're up to $500. We're going to see if anybody can outbid Robin. And I know you're thinking to yourself, she's our corporate partner honoree. This is her 20-year anniversary. We don't want to outbid Robin. I will tell you, I bet Robin would be okay with it, right? She wants to win it, but at the same time, if it raises more money for Angelwood, it's okay. So let's go ahead, and I'm about to put a 30-second counter on it. Don't do it quite yet. Let's refresh one more time before I put that counter on it. I want to see if we have another bid there. So we have a $550 bid from Casey Mabry. So now, Casey, we're starting to see that you really want this too, right? Casey was in at $250 and $400 and $550. We're going to see if Robin's going to come back. We're going to start getting ready to close this one out, and we're going to see if we can get 1 or 2 or 3 or 10 more bids. Get those thumbs going quick. So let's go ahead and set that 30-second counter on this auction item. Casey is in at $550. I need at least $600 to keep it going. Is there a $600 bidder out there anywhere? Who's going to go 6? Anybody want in at $600? Anybody want to go $600 one time? Does Robin come back? Does Susan come back in one more time? I need it for 4 people at Clearwater Marine Aquarium. It's a part of the experience is over in Clearwater. And do I remember there's a gift card with this one too? Yes. A Wawa gas card. Do whatever you want at Wawa. Get one of their subs. They're delicious. So now we're going to throw in that gift card to help you go over there. We got a $600 bid from Robin. She's back in one time. I now need $650. Casey, if you're going to do it quick. Don't rely on your Wi-Fi. Don't trust your signal. If you want to get it in now. Who's going to go one time at $650? Are we done? All right, we're done. Now, before you applaud, we're going to refresh one more time. I want to make sure that we know exactly who our winner is. We have a $600 bid from Robin Wabi. We are sold at $600. Thank you from Angelwood. All right, now we will move on to our next and final live auction item. This one is one that people have been talking about for weeks, but now it is up for it. I will tell you that I don't do props very often, and I will only do it for about 3 seconds. But this is your 3-hour tour. I don't know if I'm Skipper or Gilligan, but I'm going to take it off right now, right? But this is a much better 3-hour tour, because this 3-hour tour is on Prescott Haskins' 53-foot Huckins Linwood yacht. It is a motor yacht. It is gorgeous. It is everything you could want of your party that you take onto the yacht. I will tell you this, for 16 people, where you're going to go out on the St. Johns River for a 3-hour cruise. You want it during the day, you want it at sunset, whenever you want it, they are on board, pun intended. This boat is called the Casa Mia. The Haskell Company owns it. Preston Haskell has always taken great care of Angelwood, including tonight. But what might be best about this is not only the experience, but Captain Rocky will be at the helm, and he has done so for 31 years, which means that he is not only your captain, but your guide too. And he knows just about everything and anything about the Jacksonville shoreline, the ecological makeup of the river, the local bridges. You can have him share as much as you want with you and your guests. He lives on the water, dives in the water, fishes in the water, sails the water, and captains this yacht. He does it full-time to entertain Haskell's clients, their employees, and charity events just like this one. Now, I can't guarantee this, but I'm going to guarantee it. You're going to see dolphins jumping in the wake while you're out there, right? Captain Rocky would kill me if I promised him. So, okay, I'm doing it. He's not. But I will tell you that they say that it happens all the time. It will be an amazing experience with you out on the water. This package also comes with a gift card from Riverside Liquors, the bread and board, and 2 bottles of wine while you're out there. So your food's taken care of, your drinks are taken care of, your captain's taken care of, your tour guide's taken care of. All you have to do is find 15 of your closest friends, and 16 people show up for the 3-hour tour. So this one has had some great bidding action. We opened it up at $700, and folks, I would have bought it for $700, but ultimately, Vicky Zelling got in at $700. Rick Dorn was in at $800. Byron Miller was in at $1,000. Rick came back at $1,100. Byron came back at $1,200. Joan Galetta came back at $1,300, and now the action was going, right? And I know it's going right now. Byron came back at $1,400. Bill Bosco, this was his first bid at $1,500. Byron came back and matched him at $1,500, and now Bill Bosco's our top bidder at $1,600. So please understand that we have a $1,600 top bid on this one. It's going to close quick when it closes. Brooks just came back. I'm going to do my best on this one. Biagnini came back at $1,700. Kim Wheeler then came in at $1,800. Folks, we've got about 9 total bidders on this package right here, so we're going to see how high we can get this one to go. John Wagner is now in at $1,900. Who's going to go $2,000? Is there a $2,000 bidder out there? I need somebody to go $2,000 one time. Is it Brooks or is it Kim? You've been outbid by just a few $100. Bill Bosco, you're only outbid right now by $300. John Wagner is our top bidder at $1,900. For the person who goes $2,000, understand how this is going to work. Mike Rolowicz is in at $2,000. We'll take care of that one right there. Let's keep it going right now. I need $2,100. Is there a $2,100 bidder out there? Who's in at $2,100? Mike, you decided to lay back and just wait. Let everyone else bid it as much as they want, and then you're going to jump in, right? But I have a feeling there's more bids coming on this one. There's too many people as the underbidders because Byron Miller is back at $2,100. I now need $2,200. Mike, are you in? You were one talking about how important the fundraising is, and now we get to see it, right? Because Byron is now bidding against himself. He's a $2,200 bidder. I need $2,300 to close this out. At $2,300, we're going to see if anybody wants to get in there. As I mentioned, we got it now. Mike Rolowicz is now in at $2,300. Now the game is just to see who can bid up who high enough. Is it Byron or is it Mike? And who else might want to jump in to help get that bid up on those two? Byron was at $2,200. Mike was at $2,300. I need $2,400. As I mentioned, when we put that counter on the clock, it's going to go quick. I wouldn't trust the Wi-Fi. I wouldn't trust your cell phone signal, whatever you're bidding on. I need $2,400 to keep this bid going. We're going to refresh one more time before I put that counter on the screen. We currently have that $2,300 bid. So Mike Rolowicz, you may have stared down the bear and won because Byron was bidding for a long time. We're going to see if anybody else tries to jump in. And I have a feeling some more people are going to jump in. You ready to see this? Let's put that 30-second counter on this live auction item. When that bell goes off, you're not going to be able to bid anymore. Don't trust the Wi-Fi. We got $2,400 for Byron Miller now. I need $2,500. Is Mike coming back at $2,500 or is somebody else going to jump in? Mike and Byron have been going back and forth all the way back since before $2,000. I now need $2,600 to see who's going to leave and take this party for 16 people on Preston Haskell's yacht. Is there a $2,600 bidder out there? The drinks from Riverside Liquors, the bread and board food, the extra bottles of wine that are included. Captain Rocky will make it. Mike Rolowicz is in at $2,600. I now need somebody at $2,700. It's going to close quick. We're going to hear that whistle go and that bell go quickly. So Byron, if you want in, you got to hit that button now. $2,600 for Mike. We're going to refresh. We're going to keep doing it one time. I got $2,600 for Mike Rolowicz. Anybody else before we hear that bell? When we hear it, it's closed. Anybody else? Mike Rolowicz is in at $2,600. All right, so the bell has gone off. We're going to refresh, and actually, Kevin, I'll have you refresh one more time. I see what just happened there. Refresh one more time for me. Because what happened there at the last moment, the modern technology, at $2,700, Byron Miller has won this package. Thank you from Angelwood. Folks, that was a lot of fun. And Byron, maybe you'll invite Mike. Who knows? It was awesome. Thank you so much. $2,700. And thank you so much to Preston Haskell and his organization for donating that to this event. Now, as we go into the next part of the program, it's called the Bid from the Heart, the Give from the Heart. It's part of the program where you're not going to get a trip on a yacht. You're not going to get to meet Winter the dolphin. You're going to get the feeling of knowing that you gave from the bottom of your heart directly to our mission. But it's not for me to tell you about our mission. It's for you to see it firsthand. And you're going to see it firsthand from a gentleman who is directly impacted by this mission and the people who work here. He is this year's Soaring Possibilities honoree. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome James Goodbread.
Angelwood Group Homes are always humming with activity. They are places where we teach daily living skills, help with community involvement, assist with medical needs, and much more. Yet the Angelwood Group Homes are more than the sum total of activities. They are about the individuals living there, reaching for what is possible today and tomorrow. James Goodbread has been living at an Angelwood Group home for the last 5 years. His life inspires those who know him to understand that the possibility for good is present even in the face of tragedy. As with many families, James's parents realized he wasn't developing in a typical way when he began to miss the usual childhood milestones. First, it was talking. Then they noticed he wasn't interacting with others or maintaining eye contact. By about 2.5 years old came the confirmation that something was not right. Mom and Dad made sure that James received all the services he needed by working as a team. This worked until James was 12 years old when his family faced a devastating blow that changed their family forever.
We needed to look for residential care when I became the only parent. James's father died in a car accident on the way to work one morning in the summer of 2013. He was 12 when his dad died, and He grew, I think, 6 inches in 1 year and became a teenager as opposed to a little boy. His behaviors became aggressive and violent, and where it was an unsafe situation for everybody. And sometimes he wasn't mad, he was just expressing himself the only way he knew how. And when you can't speak, you use your body to speak for you. When I spoke to our APD coordinator and we were looking for services James needed and how she could best provide what James needed in our home, she looked at me and said, I can't provide what he needs to keep you safe, him safe, and his brother safe. I can, however, suggest a residential placement where he will have everything that he needs. When you have a child that doesn't talk to you and limits what you can share with one another, being with someone is what speaks volumes. He's not a child, but when you can't be with your child to brush their teeth, to brush their hair, to know if they need their nails cut, know if they cry at night, know what they like, what their favorite color might be, what their food preference is, it's really hard. But I knew he was safe. I trusted where he was. I knew he was in the best hands possible.
James thrived in the structured environment that Angelwood offered. Over the years, he has made significant progress in his daily living skills.
Since coming to Angelwood, James has learned how to make his own snack. Popcorn is his favorite snack. He enjoys opening the packages, putting it in the microwave, and getting a bowl and sitting at the table. He has also learned how to dress himself, and these are just some of the things that James has learned here at Angelwood.
Having the right tools is also important. This year, James received an iPad. This single device has made a crucial impact on his ability to communicate and changed his life.
Since James got his iPad this year, he has been able to communicate his wants and needs in a way that has changed his world. So James is able to get the iPad independently, turn it on, tell the staff when he wants to eat, what he wants to eat, when he needs a break, when he wants to say no. He has also reduced his aggressive behaviors in such a short amount of time. Everyone here at Angelwood loves James, and he's taught us all how to overcome a big challenge.
Life doesn't always turn out as we expect, but sometimes the unexpected brings its own joys.
5 years ago, when James left home to move to McCall, it was the hardest thing and broke my heart. It was the most loving choice I could make for him then, and it would be the most loving choice I could make for him now, for him to live with Angelwood. I love Angelwood, and they're my home.
James Goodbread enriches everyone in the Angelwood family. He has shown that learning and growing continues throughout life, and in doing that, reminds us that all of us can soar into new possibilities if we keep working and believing. We are pleased to recognize James Goodbread as the Soaring Possibilities 2020 Award recipient.
All right, congratulations. Round of applause for James Goodbread. James, you are truly an inspiration, and thank you to all at Angelwood who support him and so many people in our residential homes and within our programs. Now, please understand the way this next part of the program works. That success story we just shared with you about James, our Soaring Possibilities honoree, that story is one of hundreds we could have picked to share with you from over the years. During this part of the program, we hope that you'll help us have more success stories like James to share with you. In the Bid from the Heart, you're not going to get that yacht experience. You're not going to get something you might have wanted in the auction. You're going to get the feeling of knowing you gave from the bottom of your heart. During this part of the program, to donate, to give from the bottom of your heart in our Bid from the Heart, all you have to do is hit the home button on your phone and then hit the donate button. When you hit the home button and then the donate button, you'll get a screen that looks like this. It's got hearts on it, and next to those hearts are dollar amounts. When I call out the dollar amount that you want to give during tonight's Bid from the Heart, all you do is click on the button that you would like to donate. We're going to start with some numbers that are a little bit high, but then we're going to work our way down. When we call out the number that you're willing to give, we're hoping for 100% participation from everyone watching tonight. You just hit that button. I've got this screen in front of me, which will show me and tell me everyone at home who's donating, and we want to acknowledge and thank you. Our goal tonight in the Bid from the Heart is $70,000. I'm confident that with the group that I know is watching here tonight, we can do just that. The way the Bid from the Heart is going to start, it's going to start with a donation request by me to you to support the Angelwood mission to the tune of $20,000. I will tell you that as I call these numbers out, if we get a donation at that level, we're going to hear that bell ring, and we're going to celebrate at every level. At the $20,000 level, one of the things you're going to be able to do is you're going to be able to help buy a generator for a home. Is there a $20,000 donor with us here this evening? Who's watching who can put their thumb on that button and give that donation? All right, so I see that we're already at $30,000, which tells, yes, we have a 20 that came in. All right, so our $20,000 donor, as they haven't done enough already, Robin and Dan Wabi at $20,000. How about that, right? Now, folks, on the screen there, you see the dollar amount that's trickling up. There are people who are giving at some of the other levels before I call them, and so be it. If you want to do that, that's fine. We're going to do our best to recognize and acknowledge those who are donating at the levels that I call, and then we'll get to as many acknowledgments as we can. Is there anyone else who will give at $20,000? Please understand that there are a lot of people out there who will only give donations if they can get up and say, I'll give my dollar amount if someone else will match me. Or if I can get 5 people to match me at $4,000 each in this scenario. But Robin and Dan don't do that and didn't do that. What they've decided to do is give their gift as an inspiration to others, to inspire others to give at that level or any other donation amount. Are there any other $20,000 donors with us watching this evening? We'll keep working our way down. We're going to celebrate the donations when they come in. At the next level, you'll help make key accessibility modifications to our homes, and that's at the $10,000 level. Are there $10,000 donors out there who's willing to hit that button and say, I'm willing to make that $10,000 contribution here today? Anyone at $10,000 that we can acknowledge, we want to hear that bell go off. Anyone at $10,000? We're going to keep refreshing the screens, make sure we don't miss anybody. Anyone at $10,000? Our total so far is $30,995. We're quickly getting to our goal of $70,000, but we need your help. Anyone else at $10,000? Following the lead of the Wobbies. All right, our next level, understand that this next level, you want something to be tangible. How about this? You'll buy groceries for a month for all 6 of the Angelwood residential homes. It's a $5,000 ask. A $5,000 donation by you will do that sort of thing for Angelwood. We got a $5,000 donor? Let me refresh here, see if it's up on my screen. At $5,000. We've got it right here. Pat and John Rutherford. How about a round of applause for the Rutherfords, right? Congressman and Mrs. Rutherford are also Golden Angel sponsors, so doing so much for us tonight. Thank you so much to the Rutherfords. Who else at $5,000? We're up to $40,000, $45,000, which means the $5,000 rolling in. Keep that bell going. I'd love to hear it. All right, here we go. $5,000 donor. I will refresh again. At $5,000, anybody else? Nadine Gramling is in at $5,000. Thank you to Nadine Gramling at $5,000. And Kelly and Scott Gramling are also in at $5,000. The Gramling family, thank you so much, combined at $10,000. This is generational here with Angelwood. Many generations help out. Who else at the $5,000 level? We're up at 52. We got a new one that's just come in. The Flan family is in at $5,000. How about that, right? We'll keep refreshing the screen in front of me. I got lots of screens around me, folks. I'm going to see it somewhere, I promise. So thank you to the Flan family who has come in at that level here this evening. I'll click here. Anyone else at $5,000? We'll wait for our $5,000 donors. Who's willing to get in at $5,000? We know that there are people who are out there who are thinking to themselves, I know he's going to go down to another level. I know he can stretch just a little bit. I'm going to ask you to stretch to get to this level before I go down to $2,500. Are there any more donors at $5,000 here this evening? Understand how much it can do. It can feed all the homes for a full month. Anyone else at $5,000 who can pull out their phones, hit that $5,000 donate button. I'm going to refresh my screen here and see who's in. Anybody at $5,000? We know that there's some people who are getting in at lots of different levels right now. We see them coming in, and we're certainly going to acknowledge you throughout the program. But we thank the Flams already. We thank both generations of the Gramling families already. We thank the Rutherfords already. Anyone else at $5,000? Because we're at $52,145. We're quickly making our way to $70,000, but we need your help. Anyone else at $5,000 before we move on? We want to acknowledge you. We want to thank you. We want to call out your name. Anyone else at $5,000? All right. Mike Brock. Mark Brock is a $10,000 donor. Mark Brock is in at $10,000. How about that, right? I love it, Mark. Thank you so much. That will help spike us there. Now, I will tell you, just because we're getting as close as we are to that level doesn't mean we're going to stop. We got a lot of work to do together here this evening. So we're at $62,145. I'm looking for my last donation. Mark Brock, there it is. It just showed up on the screen, so we'll take that one at $10,000. So thank you, and that heart continues to grow. So now we talked about Mr. Brock was in at 10. We talked about the Wobbies at 20. We talked about the Rutherfords and the Gramlings, both sets. The Flams, all in at 5. Who else at 5,000 or 10,000 or 20,000 wants to hit that button on their phone? Anyone else at any of those levels before we move on? I'll refresh one time. I know, Kevin, you're feverishly doing it for me over there, too. Lots of screens working here to see who else is going to get in at these levels. All right. We will move on to our next level. At this next level, I will tell you what you can do is fund something like 3 months of internet and cable at all the homes. We need $2,500 donors at this level. Who's in at $2,500? I want to hear that bell go off. I want to see that number from $62,500 get up to $65,000 very quickly. Who's in? Anybody in at $2,500? I know earlier on I just saw it change there, so let's see who that is. Kevin, you might be able to go quicker than me out there, right? Meg Rose is in at $2,500. Thank you to Meg, right? I love that. There it is right there. I love it. Meg Rose in at $2,500. We're at $67,500 right now. Waiting to see if there's other $2,500 donors out there. Anyone else at $2,500? Meg Rose got in at $2,500. Anyone else at $2,500? Angela Cox is in at $2,500. Round of applause for Angela, right? Angela's a $2,500 donor. I now need other people who will follow their lead. And folks, if you're close to $2,500, now would be the time to do it too, right? If you want to get in there, we're going to keep going down. We'll start with the $1,000 donors next. But if you're in that $2,500 range, Kim Wheeler is in at $2,500. Kim, thank you so much. Folks, as I mentioned, all you have to do is tap the big heart next to the number that you want to give. Who else? We talked about Kim, who gave it $2,500. We talked about Meg and the Roses, who gave it $2,500. Angela Cox gave $2,500. Anyone else at $2,500? We've surpassed our goal, but I will tell you that we're not celebrating at this point because we got a lot more work to do. Who else at $2,500 out there? Anyone else? We talked about Kim and Angela and Meg already at $2,000. Is that for me to announce? I'm getting very important messages here. Right. The Rolowicz family is in for $2,000, right? Let's celebrate that. So we'll make sure that Mike and Natalie get up on our scroll as well, because in a moment, we're going to see all the names scrolling, but we want to make sure at our largest donors of the Bid from the Heart get thanks specifically from up here at the podium. So we're watching the donations come in. We're seeing who can donate. Anyone else at $2,500? All right. I now see the Rolowicz donation in there. We're at $74,545. But I will tell you, we're going to go down to our next level. There were other $1,000 donors, but at this $1,000 level, and we'll acknowledge as many of them as we can, we're going to buy emergency supplies for one house, generator maintenance, and other emergency supplies. We have to fill these houses to make sure they're ready for these emergencies. So who's in at $1,000? Are there $1,000 donors out there here with us this evening? Who's going to get in at $1,000? We're going to see this grow, folks. We may get to $80,000, $85,000. We got one that just came in. The Wagner family is in at $1,000. That's now up there. Carolyn Tuttle is in at $1,000. Thank you to Carolyn. Thank you so much at $1,000. Who are other $1,000 donors that we can help? Who we can acknowledge? Who's in at $1,000 one time? We got another one. Rachel Dubois at $1,000. Thank you for your $1,000 donation. We're going to look out here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to sort real quick because I know other people came in at 1,000. We got another one, John Gilletta. Joan Gilletta. Thank you so much to Joan at $1,000. Let's keep them coming, right? Who else at $1,000? Are there other donors out there? I know there are. We're refreshing the screen. Joan was our last one that we called. Other donors at $1,000. Patty Troutman. Trantham, we got her donation earlier. We got Sharon Hart at 1,000. Who else? Are there other coming in? Michelle Watt is a $1,000 donor. Susan Zimwaddle is at $1,000. Who else at $1,000? Shannon Doe is a $1,000 donor. Sharon Doe, thank you so much. We're close to $80,000 at this point. Who else going to get in at 80,000 at 1,000? Anna Jensen is a $1,000 donor. We'll take that one there. Thank you so much. We're creeping up on $80,000. Now the names are all scrolling, folks, and you can still donate at any time, but we also are going to acknowledge the donations are coming in and the amounts that we're calling. We're going to see who's going to get us over the $80,000 mark and see if we can do that with our next $1,000 donation. Is there another $1,000 donor out there one time? Who's going to be in at $1,000 to get us up over that $80,000 mark? A huge celebration when we do. Who's going to go one time? I'm refreshing the screen here. Anna Jensen is a $1,000 donor. Thank you so much, which means that number is going to grow very quickly. We're going to see it get over the $80,000 mark. We're now only at the $1,000 level with work to go. We're going to get down to the 500s and the 250s and the 100s. Anyone else at $1,000 before we move on? We're going to look one more time. Is that a new one right there? Ashley Bloom at oh no, that one came in at 100. We appreciate it, Ashley. Thank you. We're at 79,645. I now need donors who are willing to give the $500 level. At the $500 level, you're going to help support the technology at the homes. You're going to help support not only the hardware, but the software needed to make sure that these homes continue to thrive. So here's what we got. We're at 81,145. I'm just going to let you say it. What do you got? Barbara and Dave Wado at what level? Wedo at what level? At 300. Okay, let's get through our 500s first, then we're going to celebrate all of those. At the $500 level, I know there's Sheila and Ken Stroud at $500. Thank you to Sheila and Ken. We thanked him earlier for his donations to our auction. We're at $82,145, folks. We're creeping up. Shelly Anderson at $500. Thank you. Who else? John Wagner, again, has come back at $500. Folks, if you want to give it more than one level, please go ahead and do just that. Who else at $500? Is there anyone else? We're going to see, is that a new one there at 1,000 that's come in? Sharon Doe is in. Dow is in at $1,000. Thank you. Who else at our $1,000 level, our $500 level? These are the levels that we're at right now. Lisa Goodbread, thank you so much. We showed you, James. We got an awe from the room when we saw that one. We certainly know and love that family so much. Angela Cox is in at $1,000 now, folks. And listen, I am okay if you say, Jason, you got past my number too quickly, go back to it. We're okay with that, right? We're at $84,645. Who else is in at that $500 level or above? Who can give it 1,000? Anybody else? Anybody else at $500? We talked about Lisa at 500. We talked about other donors who have given at the $500 level. Angela Cox came in at $1,000. We talked about Sharon at the $1,000 level as well. We're going to look for one more time for $500 donors. We're at $84,645. We may get to $90,000, I believe. Anybody else at $500 or $1,000 before we move on to the next level? Nicola Lynch at how much? At $1,000. Nicola Lynch is in there, right? Folks, I'm fine with it if you say, Jason, you got too fast past the 1,000. I said it before. Go ahead and put in that 1,000 again. Are there other donors at $1,000, at $500? We're going to move on to the next level. When I call your number, please hit that button, or if I've already called it, you can hit it anytime you want. So we've got the refresh screen going there one more time. Our next level that I'm going to call is the level at $250. And at $250, you're going to fund staff trainings to make sure that our staff certifications and safety precautions are all up to date. So we got $250 from Vilma Consuegra. Thank you to Vilma there at $250. That's right, we bring that in right there. Anyone else at $250? You see this screen scrolling there where you see the names on there. So thank you to Carolyn for her donation. Sheila and Ken came in. Odette Struess came in. Robin Laura Thomas were in. Nora Tran was in. Patty Trantham, thank you. You see the donations amount that they gave. We have a $500 donation from Susan Zimwaddle. Zimwaldi, thank you, at $500. So folks, we're at $85,520. We need other donors at those levels, whether it be $250 or $500. Now's the time to put them in. The $250 level is the level that we're at right now, but if I've already called your level and you want to get in now, you can still do it. Susan Zimwaldi was our last at $500. You see that screen going there again. Ashley and Carl and Mark Brock at $10,000. John Cole, thank you. Daryl Coley, thank you. Vilma, you got in with a donation here this evening. Angela Cox, Lori Day, Sharon Dow, thank you. Rachel Dubois, Gray Edwards. Folks, the names are amazing. I love reading them because those are people who are passionate about this mission, passionate about the organization. Anyone else at $250 before we move on? Whatever level you want to get in at, we're at $85,520. Anybody else at $250 or above before we move on to the next level? We're refreshing the screen one last time. Kevin is working those fingers over there. You're doing awesome, buddy. Thank you. Our next level is a $100 donation. At the $100 donation, folks, if you're tuning in tonight, you didn't buy tickets to the event, you didn't buy a dress to go to the event, you didn't pay for parking to go to the event, right? You didn't do anything except watch. And please understand that we hope that we've shown you why this event is so important. We're at $85,520. Those $100 donors, hopefully they'll come in now. They are Give from the Heart donations. They are Fund a Need donations, however they come in. Anyone else at $100? Help fund the Parents' Night Out because they are just that. They give us a chance to let the parents get out for a night. Are there donations at $100? Pamela Hemman is in at $100. Thank you to Pamela. That's right. We can applaud that. I certainly appreciate it. Who else at the $100 level? Alexis Woods is the $100 donor. Thank you to Alexis. We like that. We're going to watch those donations continue to come in. $85,520. Is that going to creep up to $86,000 before we wrap up this program? Our goal was $70,000, and I can believe you. Carrie Bracey is in at $100. Thank you to Carrie. I will tell you we have other donation amounts coming in, and what we'll do now is we're going to do an all call for donations, and we're going to have Kevin continue to refresh that screen because ultimately we do want to acknowledge and thank as many people as possible. Whatever dollar amount you want to give, whether I called your number and you haven't gotten around to hitting your button yet, or I haven't called your number. Maybe it's $40, maybe it's $40,000. Whatever dollar amount you want to donate, now is the time to do it. So we'll continue to watch the screen there and see if any more donations come in. Any dollar amount, whether it's $25 or $50 or that $100 level that we're at right now, or you weren't able to get in at $250 or $500 or $1,000, now's the time to hit that donation button. We're at $85,745. Yvonne Newman is a $100 donor. How about that, Yvonne? Thank you. Anyone else at $100? Because what we're going to do in just a moment, we're going to wrap up the Bid from the Heart. And I haven't wrapped it up just yet because I believe we got at least one more to come in, and I'm going to stall here for a little bit so we can celebrate the last donation that comes in. Because the donation total right now is a staggering $85,745. So to our last donors to this point, Yvette and Carrie and Michael, we're going to refresh one more time and let me call out some more of these names right here. Is this a new one? This is a $1,000 donation from Christopher Kogan. And what you will see any moment on your screen is we are now at $86,745. It will tick up a little bit. You will see the names continue to scroll there. But ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for tonight's Bid from the Heart at $86,745. That is an inspiring way to kick off and roll out the conclusion of our program. Folks, you are doing tremendous work for this organization and making sure that they can continue doing and giving the services that they have. Now, what I will tell you, and actually I'm okay with it, you guys want to leave this $2 up for a minute and just let those names scroll as I read through some of these things? Because we have a little bit of housekeeping, including our grand prize winner of our door prizes. Tamara is rushing over to make sure that she has that name there for me. We're going to pull at random the winner of our Amazon gift card for $50. Our final winner is? Angelo Volpe is a winner there, right? So, Angelo, thank you so much for that, folks. If you want an item tonight, whether it's a silent auction, a live auction, a raffle prize, whatever it may be, please understand that if it's a physical item that you have to pick up, we will coordinate to deliver if you're in Jacksonville or the beaches, or if you're outside of those areas, we can certainly work with you on coming to pick it up at the office, or if you need us to ship it, we can certainly coordinate and work that out with you. We mentioned earlier on in the program that there is a virtual swag bag. Tomorrow, you're going to get a text from Angelwood through the GiftSmart platform that tells you how to access all of your giveaways and your coupons, right? So you want to make sure you check out those items as well. So you'll get that text for your virtual swag bag tomorrow. We also have, and now we can move to the next visual here, the Underwood Jewelers, right? What they have done is this $2,500 earrings. I will tell you that they gave them to me to show to you, so I will hold them up here, but I will tell you that this picture that they have here is much bigger. So I will tell you the picture shows them off a little better than I can hold them up, but please understand they are beautiful. They are 18 karat gold, they are turquoise, and they are mother of pearl. We are going to draw that tomorrow at 6 p.m. We will post the winner on Facebook, so please, one ticket is only $20, 3 tickets is $50, and I'll make you a deal. If you spend $100, I'll give you 6 opportunities, okay? So you can check that out there for us as well. Now, lastly, and actually, you know what, can we go back to the 2 box? Are we able to do that just with that heart and that scrolling number one more time? The heart? I know sometimes I throw in curveballs because I love that it got over $87,000, and that is awesome. And I want those names to scroll for as long as we can here. So if we need to take it down to segue into the next thing, I certainly understand. But we are going to wrap up the program. And what I will tell you is for this final part of the program, as I wrap it up and I say the typical things you say at the end of the program. My name is Jason Alpert. On behalf of Angelwood, on behalf of Sight and Sounds and the tremendous work that they've done, we want to thank you. But really, it's not us who is thanking you. It is those residents of the Angelwood homes, those individuals who are most directly impacted by your support here this evening. We've got some pictures that we want to put up of them thanking you. Because as we roll those pictures, and as we show you, and as we bring this program to an end, I have one thing to share with you that shows you how giving some people can be. Because what Byron and Joyce Miller have done, they won the yacht in the live auction, the trip on the yacht. What they have said is they want to invite members of Angelwood to come on that yacht with them. So that is awfully giving. So one more round of applause for the Millers. And as we wrap it up tonight, as we wrap up our program, as we thank you for all the donations you've made tonight, all the auction items you won, it's really these people who are thanking you, who are going to show you their love. They got dressed up, they're watching the gala tonight, and they want to thank you. So on behalf of Angelwood, on Sight and Sounds, my name is Jason Alpert. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for supporting Angelwood. Have a great night, everybody.